All right, coming in the front door over to the right, we do come to the primary suite. You can see the carpet in here is absolutely filthy, matted. Definitely going to need to be replaced. The walls, definite scuff marks all over the walls. Missing a smoke detector. It looks like there's some sort of light tape around the top. Looks like it probably went down the side. They did take it off, but it pulled the paint off. The door here has a hole in it, and it's just filthy all the way around anyway. Looks like there is a hole in the wall from the doorknob there. Coming into the primary bedroom, again, the carpet is severely stained and matted. The walls have several holes and then a lot of nail holes as well, as you see. Looks like there is a previous leak. I don't know if it's active or not, but definite stains on the ceiling. Coming around to the primary bath. Nothing's been cleaned, obviously. Bath is pretty dirty. Looks like we may have an active drip here in the bathtub. Shower has not been cleaned. Closet. And you can see there is basically a hole in the wall and chipped where the doorknob hits. All right, coming back through, and you can see there's a hole in the wall from the doorknob on this door as well. All right, coming back through. Looks like there's a bit of a hole here, or start of a hole as well. All right, coming through. These blinds here are broken. Looks like we're missing a doorknob here. All right, into the dining area. You can see the walls are pretty dirty. These blinds look to be in okay shape. There are some stickers on the floor. Again, the walls are just pretty dirty throughout. On this pole here, you can definitely see some paint that's being chipped away. Living area walls, dirty, scuffed. These blinds seem to be okay. Coming around, stairwell's pretty dirty. The door here, as you see, it looks like we've got a hole here that was attempted to be patched. Quickly gonna check outside. So we have a couple of grills that were left behind. The yard has not been taken care of recently anyway. As you can see, it does still need to be mowed. Air conditioning units are in place. I believe this swing set was here previously. Looks like we've got a pool or something underneath it though. A little bit of trash in the yard. As far as the covered patio, there's some marks here. We do have, let's see if I can get a picture of it. We do have a bowing here in the wood on the ceiling. And then of course the back door is pretty filthy. It looks like there's a little bit of crayon on the walls outside. All right. Into the hearth room. The walls do have quite a few scuff marks. Looks like we do have a broken blind here. The other two look to be okay. Looks like there was a hole here that was tried to cover in. Got some strings stuck up in the fan. Again, walls got some scuff marks, looks like some crayon marks. Got an outlet plate cover broken. Looks like up here we've got a couple of chips and another smoke detector that looks like it's missing. We've got another hole in the wall here. Coming around. Looks like these blinds are all fairly good shape. The floor in the kitchen's pretty stained. As you see, a lot of scuff marks and stains. Same with the laundry. Floor's pretty stained. Looks like we've got some, looks like there was probably a hole there at one time that was covered in. Again, paint that's been peeled off. Countertop's pretty dirty. Oven or cooktop is definitely dirty. The microwave handle is broken and it's pretty dirty inside. There is no refrigerator. I don't know if there was one previously or not. But as you see, the floor's pretty dirty, sticky. The ovens have not been cleaned. They're pretty dirty as well. Looks like there's some past leaks on the ceiling in the kitchen. All right, so this bathroom is a complete mess. Looks like you have a clogged sink. It stinks really bad, but it's pretty filthy in there. They still had the fan going, I'm assuming for the smell. And then the blinds here to the garage are completely torn up. The door is filthy. Let's see what's going on out here. The garage is empty. Again, most of the walls and everything are pretty dirty throughout. We'll head around now and head upstairs. So the carpet on the stairs is pretty stained and matted all the way through. As we're coming up the stairs, I can tell you it is super hot up here. It was actually nice downstairs, but it's super hot up here. Oh goodness, okay, so we have Obviously there were something on the walls here that were stuck on, and when they were pulled off, it pulled all the paint off. Around the top, all the way around, you can see the paint has been pulled off as well. Looks like there was some sort of a leak here at some time. Closet, light doesn't come on. I can't see in the attic too well, but it looks to be cleared out. All right. See, the carpet here is torn up. Carpet in here is pretty stained. Got a red stain. Definitely have some scuff marks in the walls like we have throughout the house. Again, they had those lighting strips. Looks like in pretty much every room down the side of the walls and around the top that has pulled the paint off. Got a hole here. All right, the carpet in the hallway is filthy. Bathroom has not been cleaned. Looks like there may be a little bit of a drip on the tub. Pretty dirty in there. All right, coming through, carpet is completely stained in here. Again, holes all in the walls, paint peeling, broken blind. Definitely had a hole here and one here. Light in here is barely working. But again, not terrible, but definitely needs it to be cleaned. And into this room, looks like we do have a broken faceplate here. We're missing the cover for the light in the closet. Carpet is badly stained in here. Again, the walls, scuff marks, crayon, chipped paint, holes. There's no blinds in here. I don't know if there were none to begin with or if they just were taken down. Windows are pretty filthy. And another hole in the wall here. I don't see anything on the ceiling in here. All right. So that concludes this walkthrough at 9037 Carriage Creek. Thank you for watching.